Yo, good morning, Sunday, April 19th. Back with another MLB stream using rudebets.com. Yeah, I wasn't live yesterday. I've kind of been thinking about this. I don't know that I'm going to go live on weekends too much. Maybe Saturdays and Sundays will be days off for me from the streaming scene. Then I'll stream Monday through Friday. Or maybe I'll stream sometimes if I feel like this morning I had some time. I went to the gym, came back, and now I have some time. Especially now with this site being fully automated for the most part. Yeah. So we'll see. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Yeah. So interesting weather today. I mean, we'll start there. I think weather's always a fun spot to start. Just kind of get a quick glance. Let's get a quick glimpse into like what's good and not. Just BB, thank you for the follow. Let's look at here. We got drizzle in DC, so that's not great. Mostly clear there. Drizzle in New York, that's not great. Clear. Overcast. Ooh, could be. Well, they have a roof. Chicago, overcast. That's not great. Partly cloudy, clear, overcast. Drizzle here. That's not great. Overcast. Roof is closer though, so. Okay. Well, it looks like potentially not a great weather day. Overall, some rain in the area, especially on the East Coast here, Washington, D.C. and New York. That's kind of unfortunate because Aaron Judge is probably in a pretty good spot today against a left-handed pitcher. Same with, this is brutal. Ooh, that's not good. It's drizzling in D.C., but Miles Michaelis is on the mound, brother. He's one of the goats, bro. Michaelis is one of my goats. He's like the meatball thrower of all meatball throwers. Oh, man. Dang. Miles Michaelis is like my favorite pitcher in the MLB. He's up there. He's very close to being my favorite pitcher in the MLB. Solely because he just gives up a ton of home runs. Like, you'll see games where he's pitching and they don't take him out. They're like, well, we can't really take him out. We got to just let him keep going. It's only the second inning. It's already 6-0. It's already 8-0. Dang, man. Reliable starting pitcher here for Robbie Ray, obviously. Above average whiffs. Yeah, this rain. Oof. This rain is brutal for home runs. 0.79 park factor. Dang. New additions to the site overnight. Some of y'all might not have seen yet. We have a search bar, so you can search any player you want. I want to see Aaron Judge. Boom. Or whatever. Right there. We have a search bar. I added a general. So let me just show you guys a breakdown of the tags. So they're tiered, right? So we have a tier, which is one per batter. This is like their profile overall. Like this is just who they are. So I have a Discord. I have a WAP. I'll show you in a sec. This is who they are overall. This is their style, based on the day. And then this is today's context as well. So like home, away, stuff like that. But every single one has a tier, which is like who they are as a player. So that's what you see in the game sim. As for the WAP, if you're on rootbets.com, right here. It's a WAP, wap.com/rootbets. That's where my chat is. But if you subscribe on rootbets.com, you'll get access to it. We might move it back to Discord at some point here in the near future. Not entirely sure. But yeah. Anyway, so back to what I was saying here. We do have those tier tags. So then you can see like everyone has one of those tiers. Willie Adames is an everyday bats because he's got a 747 OPS. It's reliable production. Devers, boomer bust. Big power with plenty of walks and plenty of strikeouts. That's like boomer bust is like Kyle Schwarber, Rafael Devers, all those people. Lineup guys, just nobody, small sample size. Okay. James Wood's a boomer bust guy too. Yes, he is. Big power, plenty of walks and strikeouts. CJ Abrams, a power speed combo. Yeah. Anyways, a lot of tough pitch mixes today for the Nats, obviously. But against Miles Michaelis, like I say, he's my favorite pitcher in the MLB. If the weather wasn't such crap, let me see what the lines are on it, though. But like, if the weather wasn't so bad, I'd be all over this game. Yeah, you're getting Devers at 490. I mean, that's because of the weather. That's exactly what we have, Matt, plus 490. Adames, Plus 420. Yeah. It's tough. We'll have to just monitor the weather, see if it clears up by first pitch at 1:35. But with the rain, pretty much not much you're going to be able to do with that. Probably going to get delayed and stuff anyway. You like Freddie and Shea? All right. Tampa Bay Pirates. Wind's blowing out. Strong carry. Huh. Low humidity and it's cold temperatures, though. That's going to go into the ballpark factor there for sure. Not a great weather day here either. Let me see something real quick. I'm going to pull something up on my other screen. I want to see PNC Park. Just want to see something with PNC Park. Where is... Oh, there it is. Where's my compass? Okay. Interesting. Anyways, so not a great day for carry. Pitcher's Park today, as you can see. Here's the thing, though. Look at this game. This is all I saw from this game. This is all a lot of meatball throwers today. Ooh, that makes me excited. The problem is the weather looks pretty bad. This game right here, look at the bullpens, dude. I was looking at this morning because I think this game yesterday went into I don't know, the 11th inning or something. It might have gone into extras the night before. I don't recall. I do not recall. But yikes, brother. Unavailable, extremely taxed, available, but basically extremely taxed, barely available. They have one guy that's fresh. These guys, they have one guy that's fresh. Everyone else is just this is insane. Bro, their bullpens are chalked. I posted a tweet about it this morning. That's a good sign for batters. Unless Mitch, basically what this says is for you people, hundo, like to do outs, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to stretch out McClanahan and Keller to go deeper into the ball game with those bullpens. I know we got McClanahan going for 5 innings and Sal Mickey Ramon. I'm not sure. I like Sal, I know that. I haven't looked at Mickey or Ramon yet. Keller, yeah, your guy Keller, they're gonna have to try to make him go, I don't know, 6 innings today. I just don't see what they're gonna do. Look at this. Are they gonna bring in they have three guys who are available today, really, or they can risk hurting some of these other guys or whatever. You know what I mean? Also, we do have tags now for relief pitchers. That's another good one. So you can see what kind of reliever they are. Hundo, I know maybe if you want to look at your relievers or whatever, you can see what kind of relief pitcher they are, so you can see who's available and what their profile is, right? So we can see here at a game like this, there's only 3 guys that are really available on the Pirates. Dennis Santana's the best of them all. He's a reliable arm. Mason Montgomery's a mop-up. He's a low-leverage, blowout spot kind of guy. They only bring him in when they're blowing another team out. He's not somebody they trust in high leverage. And then this guy's a small sample size guy. Only 7 appearances, 8 innings pitched. There's not much data on him. All their reliable arms and high leverage guys, they're out. On the other side here, oh my God, if you guys are, this opens up so many opportunities for live betting and things like that too. If you're watching a game, say it's pretty close in the 5th inning, you can tell the bullpen's going to come in. You could probably get good odds on either side to win the game. You can go look at this right here, see who's available on the bullpen, see what their kind of profile is, if they're any good or not, and then you can make a decision off it. Be Pittsburgh's bullpen's about to come in. All they have left is a guy who they only bring in when they're blowing people out and one good pitcher. So, pretty good way to look at that. Score probabilities here too. We can see team totals now. I added team totals. So any team total you guys want to take, I added the probabilities for that. So the score matrix, it's kind of complex. I don't know. Do you drop a homer list on Whoppers or just people want to research? Well, the homer list is on here. I got a whole homer list on here. This is included with your WOP subscription. If anything, the WOP is included with your rudebets.com subscription. That's the way you got to look at it. You sign up to rudebets.com, you get access to the WOP. You sign up on the WOP, you get access to rudebets.com. You get both. So there's not like a subscription for either or other. They're both included at the same price. It's like the same thing. It's all the same package. But the home run list is on here. You just go to Home Run Zone. There's a home run probability tab that gives a whole list of all the best home run options today, per my model. You can go to Home Run Zone. It'll generate you a home run parlay based on what strategy you want. Anyway, so we got team totals here. So you can see, like, what's the chances they score 3 or more runs? 77%. What are the chances? And this is Tampa Bay, by the way. Blue, Tampa Bay. See? Blue's Tampa Bay, yellow's Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh's down here. What are the chances that Pittsburgh scores more than 4 runs or over 3.5? 70%. What's the chances they score 4.5 or more? 52%, right? So you can see all the team totals if you guys are taking your team total plays right here. But yeah, so going back to your question, Home Run Zone, I can literally build you a home run parlay just by clicking a button. You got all your filters you can do too, but this uses my model with all my options for home runs, and you can say, okay, I want to take the balanced one. It'll tell you what that means. But say I want the balanced approach with 4 legs. Okay, it'll give me that. Say like, okay, well, I only want games in the same start window. Okay, boom, it'll do that. Say, I don't want to include rookies or small sample size guys. It's going to reload it, take those guys out of the pool. Boom. Or you do want to include them, sorry. It'll add them in the pool. So now Murakami's in there because he's a small sample size guy. Take them back off. Say you only want to do a same game parlay. Cool, there's your best same game parlay, 3-leg. But say you don't want to do that game. Say you want to do a same game parlay for Chicago White Sox and Athletics. In this case, there's nobody because you have to include rookies. Do a better example. Say we want to do like, my God, there's not a lot of good home run options today. St. Louis and Houston. It'll give you a 3-leg same game parlay for St. Louis and Houston. Say you want to do that, but you want to do it for long shots. Okay, now you can do the long shots model. Or you want to do the top do model. In this case, that doesn't work. There's not enough options. If it doesn't populate, it just means there's nobody that meets the model criteria. So yeah, say you want to do the top do, right? Hot bats. There's a bunch of different strategies you can choose, or you can just go to the home run probability, and this shows everybody, right? You can choose however many you want to see on the list, and then it shows you all the probabilities for all the home runs for the day. It's also in the player projections tab. You can add your guys to the watch list, generate an analysis on one click. It'll tell you everything about the guy based on all the stats in the database, including the projections. So right here, Shohei Ohtani, obviously he has a strong outlook. He'll tell you all the reasons why he's a good play today for whatever you're looking at. So all you have to do is just click one button, and then you can click on him and get all of his data too, right? They got all their tags. You can see what all the tags mean. So day masher, Aaron Judge does way better during day games than night games. So he also does way better versus lefties than righties. He's got a good pitch mix rating. All these different things, right? So yeah, it's got everything. It's got everything. RBIs, yeah, you can look at RBIs right here. You can sort it by RBIs, right? And it'll even tell you if a guy's small sample size, too. So like Daniel Susak, yeah, he's the number 1 guy for RBIs, but he's also a small sample size guy. And if you click the generate analysis, it'll give you that warning. It's going to tell you, hey, it's basically going to say, like, yeah, we know he looks good today, but just be cautious. Yeah, right here. Like, only 23 plate attempts this season. It's a small sample size, meaning projections carry more uncertainty. So, like, yeah, he's projected to do well, but it's more uncertain because we don't have that much data on him. So it'll even warn you about that. So, it's got everything, man. It has everything. We even got the pitcher side of it, too. And Hundo, I added pitcher analysis, brother. Now you can get the analysis for your pitchers, too. It'll tell you all about the pitchers. He'll tell you all about the pitchers, right? Cole Reagans, he's got a strong outlook today, but he does have 2 things to be cautious about. So. Yes, sir. To tell you what spots are good for RBI, literally right here. I'm in it. It's sorting by, right now when you click on the RBIs tab, it's sorting you by the best options or best projections for RBIs. So right here, these are all the projected RBI values. Cody Bellinger's projected 1, Jordan's projected 1, Shea's projected 1, and it'll even tell you what you should look for odds for that. So for 0.5 RBI, it also shows you recently if they've had one or not. So Jordan's had an RBI in the last 5 games. Bellinger's had 1 only in his last game. They'll show you all the spark lines too for their recent form and their pitch mix. I like to try and find guys with a good pitch mix and a good RBI thing. So like Aaron Judge, or Jordan. Cody Bellinger, his pitch mix isn't great, so yeah. It sorts it all by RBI. Any category you want. You want to sort it by hits, runs, RBIs. You can sort it by walks, strikeouts. So You do good research, but I have a hard time pairing. Well, I mean, that's a parlay. That's the definition of a parlay, man. You got to combine your probabilities. Like, you know what I mean? If you go to home run probability, I'll even show you exactly. Or just go to home run zone. I'll show you what I mean by that. So, right, Ohtani, 38% chance. Judge, 34% chance. Jordan, 34% or 28% chance. All these guys individually have a good chance to hit a home run, right? But you combine them, the total probability that all three of these guys hit a home run is only 3.59%, right? That's what the odds are. Like, that's the whole point of a parlay is you're multiplying the probabilities. Let me show you something here. It's the same thing for the edge calculator, right? If you go here and you combine like three legs, say they're all, say we have a minus 150, a minus 110, and a minus 135. The combined probability of all that happening is still only 18%. Like, that's the definition of a parlay is all the things have to happen. And when you add up all the probabilities, even though individually they're all good, combined, it still is a much lower probability of hitting than like a guarantee. You know what I mean? So that's just the definition of a parlay, man. How people get the option to put laser in home run, I don't know. That's a dumb market. I wouldn't touch that market personally. Like, the percent of lasers that happen out of all the home runs, like, you're not getting good value on it. If they're offering you like plus 1,200 for a laser, the real probability of a guy hitting a laser is probably closer to like plus 3,000. There's so much juice on that market for FanDuel. They make so much money on it. Even when a guy hits a laser, like, just all the times they don't hit a laser and people take it, they're making their edge on that's insane. That market's really, really bad. Anyways. Yeah. So, Yankees Royals, this one's tough. Like we talked about, we got some good spots here. I mean, Ryan Weathers is a meatball thrower. He's got a pretty high home run rate. Cole Reagan, he's a strikeout guy for sure. The problem here is that weather, man. We got rain. You took Ohtani Murakami yesterday, hooked? Yeah, we had some hooks. We had a guy yesterday who used the parlay generator. He got, I feel bad for him. He got so close to a giant. He had it was like $1 to 11 grand, and he missed by. He had Burleson hit, Tucker hit. Who else hit for that guy? Somebody else. He had a third one hit too. Then the fourth and the fifth didn't. That's why if you're taking a 5 leg, you're kind of crazy on home runs. I think 3, maybe 4 is the most. If you're doing a 5, like, yeah, you're probably not going to hit ever, realistically. But anyways. Yeah, weather in this game's not great. But guys like Judge, I mean, really, it's just Judge. If anybody could hit a home run today, it would be Judge. But I'm concerned this game's going to get delayed or something with the rain. You don't love the rain there. It's good humidity, but you just don't love the rain. I would definitely stay away from pitcher props today. I know Cole Reagan's big strikeout guy. People love to take him for strikeouts, and he's got a good strikeout projection. But here's the worst case scenario that can happen when you're looking at rain games. That's why you never want to take pitchers. Say the game starts, it's not raining. They go like 2 innings, 3 innings. He's doing well. Then it gets like a 2-hour delay. He's coming out of the game, and you're chalked. So, yeah. Yeah, rain games are not great for anybody, honestly. Even batters, they get out of the zone. They have to go warm up again. I don't know. Not a huge fan of the rain. So, could have won 3,000. Judge sold me. Yeah, Judge got walked twice. That's the tough part about Judge. Yep. The tough part about Judge is he had a great matchup against the starting pitcher, and he walked him his first 2 at-bats. So, like, that matchup basically became nothing because he only faced him twice, and he got walked both times. So, all right. I got sold yesterday, too. I got sold 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. 2 days ago, I had that Yoan Moncada, Casey Schmidt, and Tim Tawa play. Tim Tawa he had a double off the wall. That missed. And then yesterday, I had Pajes, Tucker, and Machado did nothing. Burleson. Sorry, Burleson, Tucker, Machado. Burleson and Tucker hit. Machado missed. So 2 days in a row, I've gone 2 out of 3 on my Longshot generator. I honestly, both of those slips are just clicked using the generator too. And give a bunch of homers to everyone else. Yeah, exactly. He was purposely walking Judge. Like, we all know what was going on there. He was like, I'm not going to throw to this guy. I'm going to just paint around the zone. But yeah, both those slips I missed on, I just went here. I went to long shots and just built it, like whatever it said at the time I made it. Sometimes I'll come back here. Like, I'll make one like in the morning with like this that has all the games. And then say like, I don't know, say it's like, well, in this case it's different because all the games are at 1 o'clock. But I think yesterday I came around like 4 o'clock after the 1 o'clock games happened. And I just took whatever was next. And it was Burleson, Tucker, and Machado. First two hit, last one missed, unfortunately. But yeah, throughout that's what's nice too is like the hide started games tab. If you come here later in the day and just, I mean, like I said, today's not a good example because all the games basically start at the same time. Well, there's a whole second window. Also in the player projections too, you can choose your window. I know a lot of people in this market or in this industry who don't want to take games at 1:30 and whatever later in the day, so they'll click like just like the individual window and they'll be like, okay, I just want to see only games from this window. They can do that. So, what do we got here? Not a good looking game here. Trevor, oh golly. Wind is blowing across, back in. Yay, that's not great. Yo, Drizzy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And Steffi Braids. And Too Organic. And Grinding Since. Thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, it's a tough slate today, boys and girls. It's a tough slate today. So these are two really good pitchers. I don't know if I really want to go target against them. Really tough pitch mixes. Look at all these guys have a bad rating. The entire game is red. The entire game is red on the pitch mix. And you can see what the actual breakdown of the pitch mix is if you click on a batter. You'll get the actual pitch mix breakdown right here. And you can read about what it actually means if you don't know how to read it. But essentially, it's like how well does this guy hit the pitch? How well does this guy throw the pitch? In this case, a little bit of an advantage to Taylor Ward on fastball. Changeup is much better for the pitcher. Curveball is much better for Taylor Ward. Slider slightly better. So it's not really too much. It's, yeah. There's not much of an advantage in his favor. How do I get to this page on the site, bro? I like to view the team versus pitcher. This page right here that I'm on, like this Taylor Ward page. T-Bullet, you just click on a name. Or you can just search a guy. On the top, you can just search in the menu. If you're on your phone, too, there's like the drop-down menu. You can just search any player. What's the actual best bet? Thinking to bet in baseball? Definitely not homers. It's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, I've had the most success this year. Well, obviously, home runs. I've hit 2 massive home run parlays for like $2,000 each time. So, like, my highest ROI is on home runs. Well, there's drop downs too, T-Bully. If you're on your phone, you can just hit the drop down. Like if you see this pitch mix right here, it'll just show the bar, but then you can click a little drop down that'll pull up the actual like graph right here underneath it. So just keep your eye out for little drop downs. You can see everything that's on the desktop is on the mobile phone. Some of them just have to fit within a drop down menu. But it's all there. Anyways, back to his question, what's actually the best thing to bet in baseball? It's on homers. My highest ROI is on home runs this year so far, but obviously you don't hit them as frequently. You hit a home run play, you know, I mean, in my case, I've hit 2 in the last 2 weeks, but that's 2 wins in 14 days. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of success with hits, like just to get 1 hit. I'll do like 2 guys paired up to get 1 hit, like Aaron Judge, Brandon Lowe, you know, plus 110. That's been really, really good too. So, other than the long shot parlay screen on the screen, what's the best parlay to build today? Once again, you guys, like it's hard because people don't realize it, but everybody has different goals and different strategies. Some people want to take a safer route and win more often, but win less amount, right? Some people are really happy just getting like a double up or close to a double up on a play. They want to turn $100 into a profit of 90. You know, other people want to turn $5 into 200, $5 into 1,000. You know, there's everyone has a different strategy. On top of that, some people like taking pitchers because they find them to be more consistent. Other people like taking batters. They find them to be more consistent. Like y'all have to have, the whole reason this site exists is because you guys find your own strategy. Everybody's got a different strategy. My strategy is completely different than most of yours. Your strategy is completely different than the next guy in the comments. Like, some people really like taking money lines, only want to take money lines. Some people only want to take team totals. Yeah, it does show that right here. Oh, shit, I got to click on him again. Shows how often the pitch is thrown by the pitcher. Yes, there's two places you can see that. Right here, usage. Fastball's 42.8%. Changeup's 28.8%. You can do it that way. Or if you're on the pitcher, you can search pitchers too. In his arsenal, it'll tell you right here, 42.8, 28.8, 19.1, 19.2. So each pitcher has their own page too with the tags. So it'll tell you what's going on with them right now too. So like in this case, Joey Cantillo's got a really high walk rate, but he also has really high swing and miss stuff. So today's matchup, you can see the other, you'll get a summary for him. It'll summarize all of his different stats and everything for you. And then you'll be able to see the pitch mixes against him. So in this case, this is relative to the pitcher if you're on the pitcher page. So green means it's good for the pitcher, right? So he's got a really good day today with all the matchups he's seeing. So home run is luck, but data helps. No, I wouldn't say it's luck. It's not luck. It's. I mean, it's no different than any other line. It's just lower probability. Like when we're looking at home runs, what a lot of people fail to realize, like fucking the GOAT, man, in the WAP. Like they think just because a guy is like a top option for a home run, that means he should hit a home run. In this case, today, the number one guy to hit a home run is 38%. He has a 62% chance he doesn't, or 62% chance that he doesn't hit a home run. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, you got lucky because you hit it. It's just that what you're looking for is, and this is with anything, this is why I give you guys the probabilities on all of these pages for all the different stats. I always will give you guys a probability right here. Well, not for, home runs, plus 168, plus 30, 161, 38%, total bases, right? I give you the probabilities right here because the whole point of this is you want to find on your odds screener where this number is higher than the number over here. All that means is the probability that we think it'll happen, they're going to pay you at a better probability. That's the whole thing with sports betting is you're just running probabilities. That's all it is. You're just saying, I want to find plays that have a better probability of hitting than what the payout says the probability is. So, going back to Shohei Ohtani, right? If you can get him for plus 200, that's a good bet because you're getting what's called positive expected value on the play. They're saying he has a plus 200, which is like, I don't know, a 35% chance to hit. I'm saying he has a 38% chance, so you have a 3% expected value. Appreciate that, YoFlo. I appreciate that. I really do. So when you say it's all luck, technically everything in this is a mixture of luck and data. That's all it is. That's any bet you take is a mixture of luck and data. You're just looking for where is it a better probability of hitting than what the book is giving you. And that's why I always say I look for value plays. That's what the definition of value is. So, Drizzy, thank you for the follow-up. I already said that. So yeah, technically, sure, it's all luck. Everything's luck. But when we go back to the home run zone, once again, even the best probabilities of the day for home runs is only a 3.5% chance that it hits. So yeah, there's obviously luck required. But if you're selective with your spots and you take guys that have a higher probability of hitting than what the book is paying you, over the long run, when you hit that parlay or you hit that single play or whatever it is, you're in the positive on your ROI because you're taking higher probability events of hitting than what you're getting paid at. So, book still not respecting Terang, best rate to slam? Yeah. Terang's hard, man. I'm a big Brewers fan, obviously. I love Terang. But Terang is, I probably have him with a low probability today, too. I probably don't respect him in my own model. He's hard because his data for a long sample size says he's not a huge homer guy. But his data in a small sample size, in a very small window, says he is. Yeah, I only have him with like a 7% chance to hit one today, right? I mean, part of that is Yuri Perez. But if we look at his tags, he's a 5-tool star. He's got power, speed, and combo. Obviously, yeah. Turang's a 5-tool guy for sure. 3 homers in his last 7 games. He has a OPS that's way higher during the day than at night. His barrel rate's good. He's on a heater. It's not a great ballpark for homers. You like Everson more than Tanner? Tanner higher projection. Both are small. Here, I'll go to that game in a second, but both are small sample size guys. Yuri Perez, he's got swing and miss stuff. Let's see what his stats are. What's his home run rate? Homers per 9, 1.25. Yeah, so he does give up a decent amount of home runs. Compared to league average, he's 0.6% more. Versus left-handed batters, too. Let's see his splits here. Yuri Perez, total batters faced, home run, only 1 homer to lefties in more batters faced. So his home run rate against lefties is actually better. He gives up more homers to righties. During the daytime versus night, he does give up more homers during the day, though. But his average is a lot better. Not as many guys get hits during the day. But yeah, Turang is tough because his data just once we switch over all of the data in the model to 2026, once we get rid of all the 2025 stuff, yeah, Turang's probably going to have pretty high probabilities. Anyways, let's go back to that White Sox one real quick. Everson and Tanner. I picked Everson I'll show you why I picked Everson. So if we look at Everson Pereira, he's got a small sample size. Tanner Murray, small sample size. So both of these guys, how many plate appearances? Only 109, but Tanner Murray, only 21. So he's far smaller sample size. 5 times smaller sample size for Tanner. So that right there, that's my first reason I'm taking Everson over him. It's just because there's 5 times the amount of data for Everson than there is for Tanner. The second thing that I really like here for Everson, we go to the trends tab. He's 4 out of 6. He's got his barrel in the last 3 games. His barrel percent is greater than the 50th percentile, and his drought, he's gone 8 balls in play since his last homer. His median gap is 5.5, and he's in a home run friendly park today. So his biggest negative here, though, is this right here. His pitch mix is tough today, but he's got a bad pitch mix overall. And really, the biggest thing here for him on the pitch mix is he's really bad against a cutter, but it is only 4.8% of the usage. He's not going to see many cutters. It's really going to be fastball, slider, changeup. And if we go to Tanner, yeah, Tanner has a 10 out of 10 pitch mix, but once again, it's only 21 plate appearances that go into his numbers. There's just not that much data on him. And he has a 27 runs above average on the changeup, which is, look at a 2. If you see 2 runs above average, that's elite. So seeing 27 is 14 times an elite batter? That's 14 times what you'd see in a Judge or a Shohei. He's not 14 times better than Judge at a changeup. It's just he only has a couple plate appearances against a changeup and he hit a home run on it. So this small sample size thing, you got to look out for this, man. And if you see 20 plate appearances, that's just very low. Now, if we go to his do factor, he's 1 out of 6. He doesn't have any barrels in the last 3. His barrel percentage rate's not high. Actually, he doesn't have a good barrel percentage at all. I don't think he has any barrels. His drought score, he typically goes 16 at bats or balls in play between homers. He's only at 5. So his numbers, basically, all that to say, Tanner has got a bit of a skewed data point because he just has no freaking plate appearances. Murakami's got the hot start, so he's only 88 plate appearances, but he's mashing in them. So yeah. So someone said they like Shea, right? Yeah. Let's see. Who's he going up against? Noah. My gosh, only 1 start, 4 innings pitched. Man, this is brutal. So I know why you like Shea, Visionary, because you're in the stream all the time. You hear me say it. Shea Langoliers versus lefties. Shea Bangoliers versus lefties is what I call him. I love Shea against lefties, but I'm a data guy. I built the whole data site. When I see a small sample size, we don't even have a matchup rating because there's no data for him. I'm going to add something here actually that says not enough data to create a pitch mix. But if we look at these splits right here. Shea Bangoliers versus lefties, man. 262 versus righty with 837 OPS. 1,000 OPS against lefties. Guy mashes lefties. He also mashes day games. So he's probably got both of those. Yeah, platoon. He's got the platoon advantage here for sure. So I see why you like it. There's just no data on Noah Schultz. I don't even know what he throws. Hot cold zones, do we even have this? Okay. Holy shnikes, man. See versus lefties. Interesting. So he only has a few balls in play versus lefties here. All of his good hits are on the inside of the plate for Shea Langoliers. Versus right-handed batters, Noah Schultz has put balls in play kind of everywhere. He just doesn't have enough balls in play. He's got 2 here and 1 in all the others. Yeah, man. Every way I look at this game for Shea Langoliers is just small sample sizes all over. I bet his summary probably says it too. So he is heating up for a homer. This is a good sign. We do like this. This is beautiful. The percentile rankings obviously are all really good too. Yeah, he's got a strong outlook for today with all of his stats. Everything about Shea Langoliers as the individual against left-handed pitchers is great. It's just we can't really quantify what that means against Noah Schultz because we don't even know who Noah Schultz is. We don't even have a profile for him. Other than that, he walks a lot of guys. Yeah, his ERA is high. His home run per 9, he didn't give up a homer at all. But, yeah. How you get to what page, Hundo? Friends? Oh, zones? Hot, cold zones. Hot, cold zones, brother. It tells you which side is the inside of the plate and the outside of the plate, too. So yeah, Shea Langoliers, I mean, he could be decent to take, I guess, based on just like purely his numbers. But that's going to go for everything for the entire A's lineup is like we just don't have any data on Noah Schultz, so we're not getting good values for anything. The guy's never given up a home run in the MLB. So, yeah. What else? What else? What are we looking at here? Anything you guys in the chat want to see? What game? What game? Yo, Dom, thank you for the follow. Let's see here. Ramon, okay. Padres Angels, Michael King versus Reed Detmers. Detmers is home run stingy. Doesn't give up a lot of homers. Ramon Laureano, power threat. It's his profile. 4.8 on the pitch mix. Let's see what his summary says. Weather blowing out. Let's see what his summary says. What's this going to tell us? Okay, so he's not too hot for a homer in terms of dew. On fire. Okay, so he's on fire, obviously. 7-game hit streak, above average exit velo, solid barrel rate, hitter-friendly ballpark. So, yeah, there's your weather factor right there. Batting first, okay, 90th percentile on all this stuff, strong HRR. Okay, so it's basically saying HRR is the place you would take him at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's what this trend is telling you right here is Ramon Laureano looks good today for hits, runs, RBIs. Under and over for 1.5 home runs. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good market, NS. I don't mind that one. I think that's decent. So, he's got a strong outlook today for hits, runs, RBIs. That's what this is telling me. Let's see his splits versus lefties. He's pretty even versus lefties and righties. Day games, night games. He's actually better at night games. Significantly better at night games, at least from an average perspective. And he's also way better at home than on the road. And in this game, he's on the road. No, he's at home. He's at home. Or is it on the road? Hold on, I'm confused. I might have something wrong here. Yeah, he's on the road. It's not at San Diego. I got to change this. I'll edit that. Good catch. This is why we go through these things, because sometimes I'll find something that I missed. Not at San Diego. He's at LA, brother. But that shows right here. Angels. Wind is blowing out though. Um, yeah, not. I mean, I'm cool with him on hits, runs, RBIs today, but that's kind of where I'd be at. Yeah, Angels are home. Most likely final San Diego 4, LA 3, 3.69% chance it lands at that score. San Diego over 3.5 runs, decent, 66% chance, minus 200. So, yeah. Jordan's going to look great today. He's going up against a lefty. Jordan's going to look outstanding today. I love Jordan versus lefties. I do. Favorable pitch mix. 28% chance to hit a home run. Plus 261 is the fair value you want to look for. If you can get Jordan for a plus 260 for a homer, that's a good spot. Hot cold zones here versus lefties. Let's see here. He's red everywhere. He's hot everywhere. So it matches with where Liberatore throws the ball versus lefties. The only spot, I guess, that Jordan struggles is this inside middle. So that's the only tile that doesn't really match. Let's see here. Barrels in the last 3 games. Jordan, he's missing his drought score. He just hit a homer. That's why. His launch angle also is. I mean, it's good. It's in the home run window. It's just not trending into the home run window because he's averaging it in the home run window. Elite hits, runs, RBIs projection today. Great home run spot today as well. One of the best home run spots on the slate. One of the best home run spots on the slate is Jordan. Obviously, all of his stats are insane, and his platoon advantage is huge. I've said this to you guys on stream many times without having... See, this is why I built this right here, so that it'll tell you basically what I always say. Whoever's been watching the stream for a while before the new app dropped, like I would be looking at this and be like, okay, Jordan hits way more homers versus lefties than righties, and like you have to like think about that and find it. Now you just click a button, it'll literally tell you that. Or you can just click right here. You can see all of his different tags right here. Way better versus lefties. Platoon advantage. Guy has he plus 500 OPS compared to against righties. It's insane. That's probably one of the highest platoon splits you'll ever see. And it's crazy because it's a reverse split. He hits the same-handed pitcher better. It's rare you see a lefty hit a lefty better than righties, but he does. Yeah, I mean, Jordan, pretty self-explanatory. He's outstanding today. In terms of walks, I have him, about 50% chance he gets walked today. I could see them definitely walking him. Is Liberatore a big walk guy? Let's see what he does. But then again, it would be more like an intentional walk. Even if it's not like an official intentional walk. His walk rate's not great. He's a control specialist, actually. So one of his tags is that he doesn't walk guys. So if they do walk Jordan, it's going to be on purpose. It's going to be on purpose. So. Mickey Moniak here. Versus Roki Sasaki, 16% chance at a homer, so plus 520-ish, 515. Pitch mix is pretty neutral here. Platoon advantage, so yeah, he's way better versus righties than lefties. I don't think he plays versus lefties. He's a pure power bat, obviously. He's on a heater. Good park boost. Yeah, Mickey Moniak, if you can get him at like the plus 500s, which I don't know that you will. I don't know that you'll get him at that level, but if you can get him at that level, that's a great spot for him for a homer. And then Sal, we like Sal today too. Sal Stewart looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure I got him at good value. What was his projected odds? Plus 376. Yeah, I got him at like 440. So I do like Sal Stewart at plus 440. That's where I got him. He's got a great pitch mix. Here's his thing. He's a situational bat. Oh, he's not small sample size anymore. Nice. Sal Stewart is no longer small sample size. Good. Bailey O'Bear, I think he's a meatball thrower, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's a meatball thrower and he's struggling. So, yeah, Sal Stewart's, I like him a lot today as a home run pick with a 21% chance to hit one. 21% chance to hit a home run. Once again, 79% chance that he doesn't hit a home run. But you got to look at it that way sometimes. You got to realize I like the play, but also 79% of the time he's not going to hit one today. But his matchup is it's ideal. And he's 5 out of 6 due. Sal Stewart checks every box. He checks almost every box, except for this right here. He hits worse versus righties than he does lefties. Also, this is pretty tough. The home run weather, he's going to have to smoke one, man. And that's built into the 21%. That's why I got him at 21%. If he had good home run weather here today, Sal Stewart probably have like a 30, 35% chance at a homer. Realistically, he would. So this is taking away a lot of his home run potential, is that target field weather is a brutal ballpark factor. But this is really good. Obviously, his savant scores are really good. His fly ball ratio is really good. 1.35 fly balls per grounder. So he's hitting in the air a lot. His barrel rate's really good. His exit velocities are good. So, yeah, Sal Stewart, recent form, 5 homers in his last 15 games. He could be in a good spot today. He could. His rolling pace for 162 games is 50 homers. Almost 1,000 OPS. So yeah, I did add this. You can see, like, based on how they're doing, what is that for like a full season? Like, what are they on pace for? Is it sustainable or not, kind of thing? So yeah, Sal Stewart's in a pretty good spot today overall. It's just the weather is tough. Harper, and see him real quick. I'm guessing he's probably okay. I don't know. I don't remember who he's going up against. Grant Holmes. Ooh. Yeah, not really a big fan of Harper today. Not good on hits, not good on homers, not good on bases, not good on HRR. Yeah, Harper, I'm good against Grant Holmes with that. And Seager, tough matchup for Seager today, too. 2.3 out of 10 pitch mix rating. Tough spot. Yep, there it is. So Seager's also in a pretty tough spot today. I know a lot of you probably look at this right here. I need you. He does have the owns this pitcher tag, right? Need y'all do me a favor and just try as hard as you can to put as little emphasis and weight into this as possible. Like, whatever you do with batter versus pitcher, whenever you see this stuff, do whatever you can to just say in your mind when you see it, this doesn't mean all that much. Because it doesn't mean all that much. It really doesn't. It fails to consider multiple things. If you guys think batter versus pitcher means a lot, let me tell you exactly why you're wrong. It fails to consider, in my opinion, 2 extremely major factors. The first one being year over year, right? First of all, I don't know how long ago these at-bats were, but year over year, pitchers and batters get better and they get worse. Pitchers specifically, they get better with their pitches or they add new pitches, and hitters either get better against certain pitches or worse against certain pitches. So that's the first factor, is it just doesn't count for season over season improvement and development. The second thing that it doesn't consider at all, especially for home runs, is the weather for those games. You have no idea if these 2 home runs, if one of these games, the wind was blowing out at like 20 miles an hour and, just because it was on that day with that weather, he got it. Or it doesn't consider the fact that like maybe Brian Wu just like threw a really bad pitch, like one time, made one mistake. Guys make mistakes. Does that mean he's going to make that same mistake again today? No, it doesn't. So when people look at batter versus pitcher, it's a trap. It's a trap. Unless you have just a massive sample size. So, PJ Poulin starting ahead of Michaelis today. I mean, Poulin doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's raining. It's raining. So if I think we can see him in here. Yeah, Poulin, he's a reliable arm. He's got a decent ERA. Solid. Yeah, he's a middle innings guy. Sometimes does an opener. But I wanted to target Michaelis too. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, NS, he's my favorite pitcher in the MLB. He's up there. He's like a top 3 pitcher for me in the MLB that I love. Because you can target him. If you target every single Miles Michaelis start, like I'd say like 60 to 70% of the time, you're going to have a very good day. At least it feels that way. Feels like every time he's on the mound, you see guys hit 4 or 5 homers on a team. Like, it's insane. But today, not much we can do. I guess I got to wait till the next start. Might have to do a hit slate? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. ODF Chase, I agree, man. I agree. Right here, 51 degrees and drizzling. So at that point, that's enough for me to say, all right, probably nothing here. You could target hits, though. Someone said they want to target hits. Yeah, Casey Schmidt, Luis Ariz, Willie Adames. Not bad. Rafael Devers, he's boom or bust, which just means he's basically going to hit a home run or not really do too much. Daniel Susak could be an interesting one. I'm sure you can get a good line on him, but he's also small sample size, 23 PAs, plate attempts. So yeah. Let's just look here again, see if there's any like good weather. 15 miles an hour. I mean, we'll look at the Dodgers and then we'll wrap up this game or the stream. Get it on YouTube. We're in a good spot here finally in Denver. We're in a good spot weather-wise. 68 degrees. It's not snowing anymore. The last couple of games, it was like 30 degrees. So it's warm. There's not really much wind going on. The humidity is really dry. But Michael Lorenzen, he's got a couple tags we like. He's a meatball thrower. It's a hitter's ballpark. He's struggling. He doesn't walk guys, too. Actually, all four of these tags are amazing for home run plays. You want to see a control specialist when you're going for homers. You want this tag. Even though it's green, it means it's a positive trait for the pitcher. You love when you see that. That's ideal. You're not going to lose at bats to walks. He doesn't walk anybody. So I think this right here might be the best, I guess, like profile you can see if you're taking home runs to target a pitcher. You got the meatball thrower, you got the high ERA, you got the hitter's ballpark, and you have a guy who doesn't walk people. This right here is the best set of tags you can find for a pitcher you're targeting for home runs. Which, let me just show you one more thing before we go into that. If you go into the pitcher's leaderboard, right, and you want to find those types of players, you can sort by the tags. Say like, okay, I want to find that profile. If you want to do this every day, you can. You come to filter by tag, say, okay, we said we want a meatball thrower, we want somebody that is struggling, we want somebody that's a control specialist, and we want somebody, well, I guess we're only going to have him for hitter's park, but you could add hitter's park. So if we do that, well, what do you know? Guess who pops up? One of my favorite pitchers, right? Like, that is such an easy way to find pitchers to target for home runs. You just select those three filters: control specialist, meatball thrower, and struggling. You can even get rid of struggling if you want, but yeah, and then it gives you these guys right here. So those are the two pitchers you would want to target if the weather was good for home runs. So in that case, we at least have one we can target really heavily today, and that's Lorenzen. So we go back into this game. The whole Dodgers lineup's going to look crazy. I mean, first of all, look at their tags. They only have one guy who's like got a bad tag. It's Freeland. Everybody else, superstar, power, speed, complete hitter, power threat, complete hitter, speed threat. Like, their lineup is disgusting. Every pitch mix is good. All the home run probabilities look really solid. Max Muncy, 19%. Shohei, 38%. Shohei's probably going deep today. Kyle Tucker, he hit one yesterday. He looks good again today as a long shot if you can get him around plus 500. Will Smith, I don't know if I'd take him for a homer unless you're getting him there. Same with Freddie Freeman. Teoscar, you're probably not going to get plus 500 for him. Muncy might be screwed too on odds. Pages looks outstanding at plus 490. So, yeah, this is your lineup for homers today, really. If you're looking for like a complete lineup, and this is your pitcher you target. So, that easy, man. That easy. And like I said, if you go back to the home run zone, this will just validate everything I said. This just proves that the model does what I think, right? This will do what I think. Let's just, like I said, let's go to a balanced approach, and let's just do what's the best same game parlay that it'll generate based on my model? What do you know? It's all Dodgers. What do you know? It's all Dodgers. Like, it's picking the best matchup. It figures it out. It knows it. So that's why I'm saying, like, sign up for rudebets.com because it's gonna, like, there's so many ways for you to find good plays in like 2 seconds. You could do it my way, like the manual way, and like think about it and go through and find all these things and take like 20, 30 minutes to actually find that the Dodgers are the best spot based on all these factors. Or you could just click the button and it tells you right there. It's done. So let's go to long shots. Actually, turn off rookies. So your long shot best same game parlay. Guess who the other pitcher it targets is? Guess who the other starting pitcher it targets? Miles Michaelis. And why are they long shots? Weather's bad. So like I showed you how I could figure that out on my own, and then I just went and clicked the button to see what the model thinks based on how I programmed it, and obviously it matches what my brain does because I built it, but what do you know? It targets The two pitchers, the balanced one's the Dodgers, the long shots one is the Giants. Like, I don't know what else to. I don't know how else to make it easier to spoon feed people, but there you go. That's how you can spoon feed yourself the best plays, with the best chance. Once again, there's less than a 1% chance that the long shot same game parlay hits. There's less than a 0.5% chance that the long shot parlay hits, right? I'm not saying it's going to hit. I'm just saying this is identified as the best long shot same game parlay of the day, and it's against the guy we said was one of the best people to target. So, yeah. I try to make it as easy as possible for anybody to use this, and you can use it however you want. You don't have to do homers. Get back into player projections. I know you guys like hits. I'll tell you how I do this. This is even easier. This is even easier for hits. Look for a green pitch mix rating and a good value play for a hit. In this case, he has a 1.5 line. Put it down to 1. So as long as you can get Yordan for a hit better than minus 442, it's a good leg. You probably don't want that. You probably want to see somebody around like minus 275 to get a 2-leg double up. But you find a good pitch mix. Susak, small sample size. Let's see. What's the next green pitch mix? Right here. Luis Ariz, minus 314. Where's the next green pitch mix? There's not that many today. Okay, Aaron Judge, minus 263. Moises Ballesteros, minus 247. Tyler Freeman, minus 234. Like, it's that I just look for the green and a good projection with a good probability. So that easy. Wow, thank you for hopping in, man. Thank you. So then once again, if you only want to take it, say you want to craft a hits parlay, let's go to all. Let's just generate all the players. That's another thing, is make sure you're on all if you want to see everybody. Otherwise, they'll just show you the top whatever you have selected. But let's say we want to do a hits parlay. Say you only want to take guys from the Yankees game and Baltimore and Cleveland. I don't know. Okay, well, now we only have guys from those two games here. You do the same process if you just want to target those two games. Or if there's two pitchers, let's go to pitchers and let's go to hits allowed. Who are the two highest hits allowed pitchers today? Ryan Weathers and Joey Cantillo. Okay, so I actually had those two games right. But, say you want to do a same game parlay targeting these two pitchers for hits. Okay, well, let's just go back to hits. And we have these two games selected as our two targeted pitchers. And now we look for guys that are on Kansas City. So Bobby Witt, Maikel Garcia. Their pitch mixes are yellow. They're not great. And then we'd look for kind of the guys on the Orioles here. So Taylor Ward, Jeremiah Jackson. Once again, these guys aren't great pitch mixes. This might not be a good example because their pitch mix ratings are a bit low. But that's a way you can do it too. If you just want to target like those two pitchers and find good hits plays from those two games, you can just do it that way really easily. So, all right. Yeah, man, there's a lot to dive in here. Come join rudebets.com. If y'all haven't yet, come get in here. I'm going to be adding NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball. All that stuff's going to get added in here over time, too. So if you sign up for the year package, yeah, MLB's for 6 months, but you're going to have access to NBA, NFL, all that stuff. It's all going to be out by the time those seasons start. I might even try to get NBA done before the playoffs are over. So right now there is an NBA app on WAP.com. So when you sign up on rudebets.com, you get access to the WAP server. If you don't know how to get there, once you're logged in here, just go to resources, click here, join WAP community chat. It'll bring you right to it. There's an NBA app in the WAP server. It's similar to this. It's not as crazy. It's similar, though. Yeah. But I'm going to try and get NBA up on here. We got the tutorial. If you guys have any feature requests, you can just hit the button, send me a feature request, or contact if you need support. Obviously, you can manage your subscription from here, too. But come join rudebets.com. I will catch y'all later. This is going up on YouTube, so come check it out on YouTube if you want to rewatch the stream.